Hey everyone, Sinister here at the Gamer section bringing you another review. If you enjoy our content, be sure to hit that like button and turn on the bell notifications. Today's review is Disgaea 4 Plus Complete, and this game is developed by Nippon Ichi Software, if I said that right, and is published by NCIS America. And this game is available on the PS4 and the Nintendo Switch. Basically, gonna dive right into everything, like from the story to the gameplay. So, well, let's get started, shall we? Basically, this game is a tactical RPG. That was previously, previously released on the PS3 back in 2011. And of course, basically, this is just a fourth version. But however, they updated some content, added some additional DLC all in one game. So, hence the name Plus Complete. There was another version that was released on the Vita as well back in 2014, and now, we're about to review the full complete version. So let's dive right into it. Basically, the story is about a former tyrant named Valva Torres. He's basically, a vampire in prison in Hades, along with his servant, his servant Fenric. He's basically a werewolf, and so basically, he's trying to fight. Basically, fight along the way, earn his way out of Hades. Basically like out of the netherworld. And of course, he made a promise to a woman 400 years ago that, he wouldn't drink her blood until, he's still fearing her. But however, she died before any of that happened. So, basically, him and his pals are, trying to fight their way out. So, basically, RPGs, it's not always just centered on one guy or one character, excuse me. Basically it's usually a whole party, that kind of thing. So, anywho, moving on to the presentation. Basically, once you pop this game in and you see the opening intro, it's basically like watching an anime series, because, everything like its whole anime form, is seeing all the characters in action and along with the song just to drive you into it. And so basically the game is just broken up into episodes. Like I said, like almost like a TV series, and you just basically you take control of your party, go along the way. You fight your monsters, and of course along the way you go into town collecting items, things that you need for your party. Basically heal up after battles or buying better weapons, things and so forth. And of course, the story is driven up into cutscenes, basically animated cutscenes. Sometimes you can hear them talk in anime form. Oh, excuse me, in their voice form. Other times it'd be just straight text, but lucky you have the option to skip that. You can hit the triangle button on the PS4, and I'm sure you can hit, I think it's the X button on the Nintendo Switch. Alright, then on to the graphics. Now, basically the graphics look great. I mean, like I said, it was just like an anime series, The character detail is great, especially on the playing field, even though everything's an isometric view. Of course, the scenery and the details is phenomenal. So, always, definitely give props to NCIS for that. And of course, like all the character sprites, they're like all in chibi form. But of course, you see it up close of them, especially when they speak in their dialogue. And then, of course, moving on to the gameplay. The gameplay is just, simple, basic, turnstile, combat. Basically, take, one of your characters, or you can always get more of your characters. And basically, place them in the battle. Like I said, you can just move them in the steps. Like, it's like almost like the area is like a board game. And, your character can only move so many spaces, things like that. Then, once you move and you see an enemy in front of you or beside you, then you can select, the certain command, like, to attack and execute that attack. And also it's cool that, like if anyone in your party is right beside you, you can do like a tag team attack, which is awesome. So basically, defeating your enemies, you get to pick up money, which, like again, you can buy weapons, heal your party, things and so forth. And of course, like I said, since it's the complete version of the game, you have some DLC characters content in here. They continue the story. So basically everybody gets everything all in one, because previously it was like released separately on the PS3. So now everybody can get a chance to play it all in one. So, and now the most important thing, the score. What would I give this score? I give this game a 4 out of 5. The pros, I mean, the detail and the graphics and the presentation is great. And then, of course, however, on the con side, is basically once you get to the campaign section, it's confusing because you have to choose, like, the Senate, then you have to get these votes, and they get the yay or nay, and of course you have a chance to bribe them. But however, like, for anybody who's not familiar with the Disgaea series, they're gonna be turned off on it. So basically, this game is geared towards like the Disgaea fans, or like I said, anyone who's basically into turn-based RPGs. So anyways, tell me what you think. Would you consider picking up this game for either system? Leave your comments down below. This is Sinister at the Gamer Section, and you take it easy, y'all.